Howdy there, partners. Okay, that's enough of that bit. Don't know if I could keep that one up for the whole intro. Okay, well, hello everyone. Welcome to Riverside Radio Players. My name is John Byhan, and I was the director this month. We got some great shows for you tonight, two really good shows I'm really excited about. The first one that we'll be doing is from the Lone Ranger series. It's called the Osage Bank Robbery. And to give you some background just on the series, Lone Ranger first appeared in 1933 from a radio station based out of Detroit called WXYZ. And for those of you that are familiar with it, it stars a masked former Texas Ranger who fights outlaws with his Native American friend Tonto. The exact episode that we're doing was first aired December 17th, 1937. And there were many voice actors that took the role of the Lone Ranger, such as George Seaton, Earl Grazer, and then Clayton Moore. The one that we have that did the show for the Osage Bank Robbery is Earl Grazer. So the creators of the Lone Ranger program decided that the Lone Ranger must remain a mystery, so Grazer was required to restrict his radio acting to the role of the Lone Ranger, and his identity was kept secret from the general public. Kind of a fun fact off of that, he once went to a nightclub with his wife, where at this nightclub they actually had this contest for whoever could do the best Hi-Yo Silver. So he entered it, and he did not win. So you can hear our Hi-Yo Silver tonight and see if you think it goes up to the status of the great former voice actors of the Lone Ranger. So without further ado, this will be the Osage Bank Robbery, the Lone Ranger.
Silver, away!
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. The hearty cry of Hi-Ho Silver has echoed through the years from the wild and untamed west of yesterday. It has acted as a symbol of courage for the oppressed, a challenge for the lawless. Let us return to the west of the old and thrill with another of the Lone Ranger stories, featuring the most picturesque and colorful character ever to ride the plains and prairies. As our drama begins, we see the masked rider of justice urging his great horse Silver down the trails leading to the town of Osage. Listen to those flying silver-shod hooves. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver. Oh, boy. Only a short distance left to cover. Tonto is waiting for us at the end of the trail. Hi-Yo Silver!
Many stories had reached the people of Osage about the Bruggen brothers, two of the worst outlaws in the West. But little did they suspect, the notorious killers were seated in one corner of the room of the cafe, where a number of men lined the long bar talking about them. Let us move to that corner table and meet Dan and Paul Bruggen as they discuss their plans for the evening.
It'll be a cinch to get away with the cash from the Osage bank pole. There ain't but one man there, and he's too slow for anybody on the draw.
I'm with you, Dan, only I still say there ain't no use taking chances.
You hanker to shoot the banker then?
Well, why not?
Well, he ain't never hurt us none.
He'd never have the chance to hurt us. Let him get a look at our faces and we're done for.
Maybe. The reason we're still free is because we never let ourselves be seen. You're the boss, Paul, and what you say goes.
I says we're fools to take chances on being recognized.
All right, shoot the banker then.
If ever we do get caught, we'll swing anyhow. What's one more murder added to all we got behind us?
What about the hiding place you mentioned?
Ooh, it's a humdinger.
How far?
2 hours ride.
How's the ground between here and there?
No grass or nothing. Short trail.
Yeah, then we can get away to the hiding place without being followed.
Easy.
How long can we stay there?
As long as we want. We'll stay there till we feel it's safe to move on somewhere else.
Good.
Now toss all that drink and let's get started. We got some banking business that needs tending to.
Missouri, it rankles me to be so flat broke.
Don't rankle you no more than it does me, Slippy. Here's the two of us, stoved-in old critters that ain't worth a dime to nobody.
Oh, when I think of all the cash we almost had a while back, and now...
Hey there, you old two mavericks.
You meaning us, bartender?
Meaning you, Missouri. You and Sleepy, step up here and let me have your order.
Huh?
Well, what'll it be, Sleepy?
Oh, I reckon I ain't drinking no more.
Oh, come on.
We both ain't drinking, bartender.
Oh, I savvy. You busted, eh?
Flat broke.
Well, you were warned when you had that silver mine that your luck might run out, hold for forever.
I ain't complaining. We had plenty of fun while our vein was good.
Yeah, now it's petered out and we're broke.
Ain't complaining, but you ain't drinking either. Come on, gents, it's on the house.
Oh, well, maybe I sooner have some grub. Doggone, some grub would taste right good.
Then step right back into that kitchen and tell the chef to fix you up.
Now, look here. I ain't accepting no charity.
Who said it's charity, Missouri? Why, you blamed old fools. You could be giving the whole town of Osage and it wouldn't be a charity. Now, after the two of you have done for all the folks throughout here.
Oh, we ain't done so much.
Not unless you call giving away every dime you got from your silver mine something. Well, dagrabbit, you two of you have made things easier for every poor family in this county.
Oh.
Now get yourself back in the kitchen and fill up.
Well, after the sourdough we've been living on, some real food might spoil us.
Go on and eat.
Now, wait a minute, barkeep. How does that invite include a friend of ours?
Hey?
Well, this Injun looks hard up and down on his luck.
Come on, Injun. Looks like you could pack away some hot grub.
Me not hungry.
Oh, he ain't.
Me got plenty food.
I reckon he means it, Missouri. Come on, let's put on the feed bag. I'm gosh awful hungry.
Damn old fools, that's what they are.
Who them?
Missouri and Sleepy. That's what they're called. They just can't bear to see anyone in hard luck.
Oh,
They thought you was up and in it and was willing to share a meals with you. They've been the same with every pilgrim and stray hound dog they ever did see.
them good fellers.
It's a darn shame their silver mine ran out. They deserve to have things easy, more than any man I've ever known about.
Where they're mine.
It's up north somewhere. By thunder, them two will eat for free of charge as long as I got grub and a place to cook it. It's their pride that makes it so hard to do things for them.
Come on, boys. Come on. It's at the bank. It's being robbed.
Hey, who robbed it? When did it happen? What was the shooting? Did anyone get hurt?
Let's go. I bet it's the Brugans.
How many of them was there?
2 men's armed. They shot the banker.
Where'd they go? Anybody seen him?
Anybody else hurt besides the banker?
Make way there, boys. Let me through.
Sheriff, old man Littler's been shot down.
Anybody seen it? Who done it?
Did they get away with money?
They cleared out the bank. I think the two of them rode away all get out.
Which way they head?
Over yonder, that way.
Missouri, the bank's been robbed. Our old pal's been shot down.
Doggone it, why in blazes there got to be outlaws like them Brugans?
How'd you know? How do you know it's the Brugans?
I said it's the Brugans, Sheriff.
Well, but how'd you know that?
Oh, it might have been their style, but Missouri's right. The Brugans done it. Nobody else be ornery enough to drill a man just out of pure cussedance.
There wasn't no reason to shoot the banker. He couldn't have hurt him.
Get men on horses. Call in the deputy. We gotta start a posse. We're gonna run them Brugans down if it's the last thing we do.
You sure it's the Brugans, Sheriff?
I'm willing to bet on it. If it ain't, we'll find out who it is.
I've been expecting them Brugans to show up here most any time now.
Remember, boys, there's plenty of reward money for those who get 'em. Come on now, get going.
Yeah, let's get going here. Wait, Sheriff, we aim riding along with you.
Oh, not you, Sleepy.
Who says we can't?
Missouri, you and Sleepy are old men.
Oh, dag rabbit. That ain't no way to talk to able-bodied men like us.
Men who go after the Brugans have got to be hard-riding, fast-shooting mavericks.
And you mean to say you can't ride after them ornery coyotes?
Them bankers is a friend of ours, and we want to help run these killers down.
I'm taking the men I feel are best suited for the job. You two have done enough for the community. Come on, boys. Let's get started.
Too old, Sleepy. By thunder, we weren't too old to help the sheriff's wife when she needed cash while the sheriff was out manhunting.
What matter?
Oh, it's the Injun.
Me name Tonto.
Dag rabbit, I wish you could be riding with them men, Injun.
There ain't nobody but an Indian or a bloodhound that can follow the trail of those Brugans. They just don't leave a trail.
Brugan feller kill a man,
Ain't only that, Injun. The man that was shot was our friend.
Yeah, and the sheriff won't let us go gun for him for the rats that done it.
Maybe me help you.
Oh, how can you help us, Injun? Well, say, maybe the three of us can go out trailing, eh?
No, you stay here.
Blast it, we don't want to stay here. We gonna get them Brugans.
Oh, we could use that reward money. There's over $2,000 in rewards for the captures of them coyotes, and every man in town has a chance to get a crack at that reward but us.
Sleepy, it don't matter what the sheriff says. Me and you are going manhunting.
Maybe Tonto help, Here, white feller.
Oh, hey, Injun, that your horse?
Old fishhooks, what a critter that is.
Tonto ride pretty fast. You wait. Maybe me come back soon.
Well, hold on, Tonto. Ain't you taking us along with you?
Get him up, white feller.
Oh, why?
For 2 weeks, the sheriff's men scoured the country without finding any trail of the two Brugans. Old Sleepy and Missouri also did some manhunting, wondering meanwhile where Tonto the Indian had gone. We find the tired old men in their humbled shack, discouraged by their futile efforts to capture the desperate outlaws.
Oh, there ain't no use trying to think otherwise, Missouri. We just ain't good for nothing no more.
Can't even run down a couple of outlaw killers like the Brugans. Dag rabbit, Sleepy, we're getting old.
And hungry. Doggone it, Missouri, I'd give a lot for a good man-sized meal again.
We might sort of drift over to the cafe.
Yeah, and get a free handout? No thanks. I'd sooner starve than take charity.
Yeah, if we was 30 years or so younger, we might have a chance of running down them Brugans, but now it just...
Come on in.
I'm looking for two men known as Sleepy and Missouri.
Well, you got the right men, stranger. What's on your mind?
You own a silver mine, don't you?
Yeah, but all there is now is a big tunnel that petered out.
What makes you think it petered out?
Account of it no good no more, that's why.
I know something about mines.
Ah, a mining expert, eh? Well, you don't know much about ours, or you wouldn't be taking the trouble of calling on it.
Do you tell an Indian about your mine?
Injun?
Yeah, we did, stranger. Well, remember, Missouri? That redskin called himself Tonto.
Yeah, that's so.
The Indian knows about your mine, and I heard him making certain plans concerning it.
What sort of plans?
I was led to believe that a new vein had been found in that tunnel of yours.
Yeah?
Doggone it, no fooling.
And you reckon that Injun's gone there and found a new vein of silver?
It might be well for you two to hurry over there and investigate it.
Oh, by thunderation, if anyone has tried to jump our vein,
Well, it remains abandoned. You can't expect people to stay away from there.
What's your interest in it, stranger? Are you from one of them big companies aiming to buy up our silver mine?
I wouldn't buy it unless it proved worthwhile.
You would do no harm to drift over that way, Sleepy.
Yeah, why not? We can starve there as well as we can here.
Do you have any money or supplies left?
Yes, some. We got digging tools, some old blasting powder.
Then I advise you to investigate that mine as quickly as you can. It might be worth your while.
The next day, Sleepy and Missouri headed toward their old abandoned mine. As they trudged along the rocky trail, it was easy to see that Sleepy was still very skeptical over the prospect of finding silver ore.
I don't know about this, Missouri. It just don't seem to make sense.
What don't?
Taking time to go up here and look at that no-good mine of ours, we made sure there weren't no more veins there.
Maybe we just didn't look careful enough.
It's getting toward dark now anyway. We can't go inside till morning.
Well, we can wait around outside. There's plenty of places to camp right around here.
I know.
We'd be damned fools to turn back now, Sleepy. There's a tunnel inside already.
Yeah, but I ain't counting on ever seeing silver in that old tunnel again. Take a look at it there. Don't it look downright ugly?
Yeah, and time was when we thought it looked pretty fine.
Yep. Say, Missouri, let's... Wait,
what the...
Well, that sounded like a gunshot.
Yeah.
Well, by thunderation, who'll be popping at us here?
That hit the dirt right near us.
Where'd it come from?
Heck if I know. Hit the ground. Dang rabbit. Play dead for a second.
Edge over this way. We can get us some protection behind the rock.
Ain't no use shooting back. We can't see nothing to shoot at.
No, we'll get back here.
That second shot come mighty close. Too close for comfort.
Missouri, them shots come from the direction of the tunnel.
I reckon so, but the direction don't neither matter if they hit us.
If someone aims to keep us from the silver mine, and if someone wants to keep us from it, then doggone it, that's a sure sign there's something worthwhile there.
Darned if there ain't.
Well, we might find something if we don't get shot first. Come on, let's take a chance.
The curtain falls on the first act of our Lone Ranger drama. Before the next exciting scene, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Now to continue our drama. You will recall the two old prospectors, Sleepy and Missouri, were on their way to an abandoned silver mine. When they were a short distance away from it, several shots were fired at them. Immediately, they became certain the mine was worth investigating. The next morning, the Lone Ranger and his faithful Indian companion, Tonto, were looking over the ground not far from the entrance of the mine. The masked man is the first to speak.
So Sleepy and Missouri spent the night in hiding.
That right.
You heard them say that they were determined to investigate the mine?
Them think you feller from east.
I know they do, Tonto. When I called on them, I went disguised as an Easterner.
That plenty good.
They thought I was a mining expert, willing, perhaps, to buy their claim as they would prove that it was worthwhile.
You told feller that?
I think they'll find it worth the trouble of investigating, Tonto. Remember, I'm counting on you.
Tonto got plenty hole. Drill in mine.
Have you filled the holes with powder?
That right?
And the fuses are all ready to be lighted?
Mm-hmm.
We want to make sure that when the two old prospectors do what I'm going to suggest, an explosion does just what we want it to do. I'm going to see them, Tonto, and in about an hour, you'll be able to light the fuses and set off the charge.
Tonto keep close watch.
Missouri and Sleepy might need some help.
Them get plenty help.
Here, Silver. Pretty early in the morning. The sooner those get started, the better. By night, I hope they'll find themselves rich men again.
Them good fellers.
That's the reason I want to help them, if it's possible. Yeah. I'll head for their camp now. Come on, Silver.
By Ginger, sleeping outdoors makes me stiff as a pine board, Sleepy.
Me too. Yeah, get yourself up and move around, Missouri, and then you'll be all right.
You been up for long?
No, just a couple of minutes. We got a lot of work to do today.
We sure enough have. We're gonna get our mine back and see if there ain't some silver to be found in there.
Yeah, but hey, ain't that a horse coming this way?
Sound like. Maybe that's the critter that's holding possession of our mine.
Ho there, Silver. Ho, ho.
Hey, he's masked.
Well, what in the Sam
Now
Hill?
stick up your hands, mister. We aim to talk to you.
Put your guns down, men. I'm here as a friend of yours.
But you're masked, dag rabbit. What's the big idea there?
You men are heading for certain death if you think you can walk into that mine and take possession of it.
Oh, so you come from there to give us a warning, eh?
Yeah, well, we're a couple of old goats, but by Ginger, which ours is ours, and we're gonna fight for it.
You won't have a chance of fighting.
Yeah, who says we won't?
Just you and your partners over yonder just try and stop us, mister.
I'm not with those men over yonder. I came to tell you one way you can get out with them.
Yeah?
What's your interest in a couple of old critters like us, mister?
The men inside that tunnel will be hidden from you, but you'll make easy targets for them.
Yeah, we'll take our chances.
You have some blasting powder here, haven't you?
Yeah, what of it?
Fix some of it in a bundle and attach a piece of fuse.
Yeah?
Then get as close to the mouth of the tunnel as you can, light the fuse, and throw the bundle into the tunnel.
What's that for?
The blast might fill the mouth and seal the men inside it. The only way they can escape would be by the air shaft at the rear. If you were at the outside of the shaft, you could make them surrender to you.
Oh, that wouldn't work, mister.
Why?
That air shaft is as straight a hole, like a chimney, goes straight up. Man couldn't climb out of there.
My partner's right, mister.
You could let a rope down and pull them out. That would be the best way to capture them and make them stand trial for stealing your silver.
Dag rabbit, you talk like there was silver in there.
Didn't you come here to get it?
But look here. Who in tarnation are you, anyhow?
I came here as a friend to help you get the men who have taken possession of your silver mine. Perhaps they're enemies of mine as well as yours.
Oh, I'm beginning to get savvy. They've done you in some kind of melee?
You can think what you please.
You figure to get even with them by having us take them prisoner, ain't that it?
Perhaps it is. Take the plan or leave it. Whichever you like. I'll give it to you for what it's worth.
Well, Well, why didn't you try the plan yourself if you're so dead set on seeing whoever's inside our tunnel captured?
You think I could take them to trial? They haven't taken possession of my mine.
By thunder, that's right, Missouri.
Yeah, it's our property they've taken, ain't it? We're the ones that have to take them to the judge.
Furthermore, you have blasting powder. I don't have.
Yeah, that's so.
I'm for trying this stranger's idea, Sleepy. Maybe you're not wrong, mister, with that mask on your face. I like your style.
Well, if you're up for it, then I'm up for it too. We'll probably get our heads blown off, but that'll keep us from getting hungry again. Yeah, come on.
Missouri and his partner went about the task of attaching the fuse. The Lone Ranger stepped quietly away, permitting the two old prospectors to believe that he was an outlaw. When they had the powder and fuse ready, the men crept to a spot a few yards away from the tunnel entrance.
Yeah, you got that fuse fixed right, Missouri?
Yeah, it's awful short, but I reckon it'll do.
Yeah, which one of us better do the throwing, Missouri?
I don't know. We gotta do it from here, or else we'll be seen.
You got a light?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, careful with it.
I know how to do
Well,
this.
you better throw it, Missouri. We gotta make it land on the side of the hill just above the tunnel entrance.
Leave it to me. Here goes the match.
Oh.
Now hold it steady while I light that blasted fuse.
Yeah.
She's catching.
Oh, throw it quick.
There she goes. Lie flat on the ground.
Yeah, I'm down.
Now hold your ears.
Oh, where?
Did it hit right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it did. Look, the entrance is closed. We got them trapped. Hit it right square.
Oh, you done just swell, Missouri. We sure blocked the tunnel that time.
All right, Sleepy. We're heading off for the air shaft atop the hill.
And when we get there, we'll sit and wait till them coyotes get good and tired and then worry about getting out.
Sleepy and Missouri scrambled up the side of the hill to the air shaft and waited there for quite some time. They didn't know that while they were watching the opening, Tonto was racing towards the town to bring the sheriff and his men. Finally, Sleepy said,
I reckon we could try and help them coyotes now, Missouri.
Yep, I'll try and talk to them. Hey down there, we got you covered. And if you want to come out alive, you better surrender.
Oh, wonder if they can hear you.
Hey, you can't get down unless we haul you out with a rope. So you better surrender or we'll leave you to starve.
Oh, gosh, I hope we ain't killed them with the blast.
They're down there all right. I heard them moving around a couple of times. You fellas coming out or you gonna make us drop some blasting powder down this hole?
Hey, we're down here.
By Ginger, Missouri, we catch them all right. Now we can take them in and stand trial, then come back to see what they've been stealing from our silver mine.
Hey, get us out of here.
Missouri, hand me that rope, Sleepy.
Yeah, here.
It'll take no time to get you thieving coyotes out of there. I'll drop down a rope and you tie your guns to it first.
When do we get out? Yeah.
Well, when we get your guns. Here's a rope coming down. Tie your guns around it and be quick. Ain't taking no chances with them.
All right, pull up.
Yeah, here, I'll give you a hand.
All right.
Okay, ready?
There we are. Untie those guns, Sleepy.
Bring that rope back down here. Yeah.
It's a comin', but remember, we'll drill you critters if you try any tricks on us.
We won't.
Grab a hold and we'll haul you up.
Oh, wait till I get a hold, Missouri. Oh, there now. Okay. Oh, don't let it slip now. Okay.
Remember my partner's still down there?
We'll get him out pronto. Now you stand by and don't try nothing.
You ain't gonna drill me.
Not if you behave. All we want is for you to take us back into the silver mine and tell us where the new vein is at.
The vein?
You hold the gun on him, Sleepy. Stand still there till we get your partner out. Grab hold now and we'll haul you out.
How many of you is there?
Just 2 of us.
Give us a hand in hauling your partner out.
Oh, he's up now. Take it easy. They thought we found silver in there, and all there was a mine. I don't know it.
Gosh, we are downright sorry we was in your mine there, and we... Now, none of you move. Stick 'em up.
Hey, he's got another gun.
You don't know it.
It's about time you met the Bruggen brothers.
Holy mackerel, the Bruggen.
The Bruggans is right. We ain't letting you go back and telling the sheriff you found us.
Be downright disgraced to be catched by a couple of low-down, stoved old fools like you two.
Let's drill them and toss them down in there.
Now look here, Bruggens. You ornery killing skunks. We ain't done nothing to you.
Yeah, we didn't figure you was Brugans. We figured you was a couple of hombres that found silver in our mine.
Silver? All that hole's good for is hiding, and I reckon it'll hide you too from now till doomsday.
I doubt that.
What?
The masked man.
What the? Well, look out!
Oh, my hand!
Now you two take that gun away.
Stranger, these are the Bruggens. There's a reward out for them.
I know that.
And you got him.
No, you 2 men got him. You see? Tano managed to trail him to the tunnel, but he wanted you to make the capture. And he didn't want you killed while doing it. Keep them covered now. The sheriff and his posse are coming to help you.
But how does sheriff know?
I'll kill you for this, mister. If it's
Your killing days are over, Bruggen.
If you raise a hand against the masked man, then I won't wait for the sheriff to come. I'll deal with you right here and now.
I happened to find out much good you did from the money your silver mine. You helped a lot of people, and it's about time someone helped you.
You saved our lives. That's what you done, mister.
I told you there might be silver in your mine. There is, but not as you thought. The reward that is standing for the capture of these 2 men will amount to quite a sum.
Whoa, boys, look over there. They've got the Bruggans.
It ain't us, Sheriff. It's that masked man. He told us there was men here, and he told us how to trap them.
You were the boys holding the guns on those coyotes, weren't you? Rope 'em in and let's get 'em into town. At last, we got the Bruggans.
The laugh's on you, Sheriff. You said that we weren't too fit to travel with the posse.
Well, I'm doggone glad they didn't. Posse didn't get no place. Missouri and Sleepy sure enough did. Get them critters herded and back into town now, boys. Make it fast.
Yeah, that's great.
But the reward, there's the man that's entitled to it, Sheriff.
Hi-ho, Silver! Away!
Well, looks like he wasn't interested in no reward, Missouri.
Those things I don't savvy about this, Sheriff.
Me too. I wonder if it ain't that masked man that fired the shots that made us figure someone was inside that tunnel.
And the same with that there blasting powder. It landed a long ways from where it was supposed to land, and yet when it went off, the explosion was right above the tunnel where it did the most good. There's lots that needs explaining. Sleepy, that mine weren't no good, and the masked man knew it. All he wanted was for us to capture those 2 Bruggans so that we would get that reward money.
And thanks to him, we don't need to worry about food and swig ever again.
The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Lone Ranger Incorporated. Let's meet the cast of the Lone Ranger, the Osage bank robbery. As for our prospectors, Sleepy was played by John Byhun. Missouri was played by Herb Thompson. The notorious Bruggen brothers. Dan Bruggen was played by Tom Duggan. Paul Bruggen was played by Jacob Palka. The compassionate bartender was played by Allison Byhun. The rough and tough sheriff was played by Kathy Juarez. Townsfolk were played by Ellie Babka, Nell Brennan, and Amy Nieves. The masked hero, the Lone Ranger, was played by Andre Dixon. His Native American partner, as well as our sound effects, were done by Marty McNulty. And me, I'm Sue Godzinski, your announcer of the Lone Ranger.